the real Jim?
Okay, well, I like to answer it in a roundabout way, so let me answer this in a roundabout way. You know, one of the most important things that you can learn early in life is what you should do with your life. Now, myself, I consider myself very fortunate because at the age of 5, it was clear to me that I was an artist, and I have lived my life as an artist. An artist is a person who expresses themselves. So, in other words, an artist makes drawings or paintings or whatever they make, but through this, whatever they create, they are expressing themselves. They have an idea and a message. As far as, here's what I'll point out. The best thing you can know is what you should be. And when I was somewhere around 18 or 21, something like that, I took this test at the employment thing, and it said that it gives you different choices. After you take this test, it tells you what you are best suited for, what would be the best thing for you. All right, now the test gave 3 answers, and I agreed with all of them very well. The first one it said is that I should be an artist. The next one said that I should be a teacher, and the next one said that I should be an entertainer. And I am all 3 of those. I'm an artist and a teacher and an entertainer. And I don't presume to know more than anyone else. I'm only telling you what gems and jewels I've discovered along the way. And also, you talk about me being a missionary. I'm not trying to bend minds. I'm not trying to make people think the things that I think. I'm only letting them know what is in my head. And while I understand they may not like most of it, they may find some value in some of it. And so this is a very healthy thing. We come into this life dependent, and we should go out of this life giving back. Okay, were you going to say something, Jim?
Yeah, how does public access assist you in your missionary or your artist? Because, you know, all of us are artists. Anybody that produces, whether it be print media or whatever, that it's all a form of artwork for their production is in that direction. Now, I was just wondering, you know, if public access is what you've chosen to bring out at least one media for your artwork.
Yes, right. Well, before I answer that, I would. The reason I'm saying these things about Humanities School is I want all you Christians and other people out there to know I'm not trying to knock heads with you. I'm your friend. I care about you, and I like to think of myself as being Christ-like because everyone to me is important and is my friend. And Christ loved the bad guy and he loved the good guy. So public access here now is an opportunity. It's a wonderful opportunity. And, you know, we like to tell you that here is a chance for you to have your own show. If there's something you want to say, you'll be able to say things that aren't in the newspaper or in broadcast television or on the radio. You can say it here. However, when we tell you that, it's like we're putting a load on your back because a lot of people don't want to be producers. They don't want to have their own show. But even so, public access is a wonderful opportunity for you because there are a number of ways that you can be involved in public access. Just checking the channels and being aware of what programs are on public access is very supportive and very important in keeping public access alive because there are forces at work that would like to take public access away from us. And if nobody cares about public access, if people just watch all that creamy media stuff, public access will disappear and the government will take it over in the city and so forth. We'll do things with it. Tim?
And those channels are what, Jim? That they could scan with their remote right away? What channel numbers are they?
Oh, yeah. Well, there are a lot of channels. It depends where you live. You get some channels in some areas and some channels in other areas. Now, like on the east side, you'll get MCTV. That's channel 21, and sometimes they're on 11. Also on the east side, you'll get channel 22 or 23. Then if you live on the west side, you'll get 23, you'll get channel 11, and whatever channels are Tualatin Valley.
6 or 9, is it?
9 and 59 or something like that.
TVCA, is that what they call it? So you have these channels. But, you know, if you have computers, you can check out PCATV.org, and they'll give you the different programs that are on their channel. Then you can switch over to MCTV, and it'll tell you what their programs are, too. Is that right, MCTV?
Right.
Yeah.
I think MCTV.org, TVCA.org, and PCATV.org.
Right? And so it's important for you to be aware of it, but it's also important for you to tell your friends and neighbors about what's going on and that public access is something they should be aware of. Now, let me give you an example of something that only public access either could or would do, okay? I've been going to this Rose Parade, and of course they wouldn't let me, Jim Spagg, be in the Rose Parade, but what I do is I go there when all the people are lining up trying to get a spot so they can see the parade as it goes by. So what I do is I get there a little early, and I'll just jump around and march all the way up to where the band begins, and then I'll work my way back, you see. Now, of course, doing that, I thought, gee, I'll get picked up by one of these cameras of broadcast, you know, Channel 2 or Channel 8 or maybe Channel 6. But what I discovered is that this parade is sanitized for broadcast TV. Now, you people think about what I'm about to tell you. When that parade is ready to start, they have a section, it's a large section that the parade can get through, but that section is fenced off or cordoned off, and they invite certain people, lots of people, but still certain people, not just anybody. There are people in line who got a pass or a ticket or something that they can be in that gallery. And what this does is when broadcast shows you this parade, it's sanitized. You don't get to see the Jesus freaks, the cops on every corner, the people selling goodies, you know, balloons and all that other stuff, unless maybe they let a couple of men, I don't know. You don't get to see all the people lined up along the curbs and in their own chairs and up in parking spaces and things like that to see the parade. So I have just recently done a show on public access. It's called the parade, the Rose Parade you will not see on broadcast TV, or Our Boys in Blue, because there's cops on every corner, and they're, you know, gathered in little groups of 3 or 4, and they're talking to each other. And of course, when I approach them, they kind of split apart after not too long, you know.
So how long's this show?
Well, this show, it depends. I'm doing 2 versions of it. One is going to last 45 minutes, and then you'll see some art of Spagg. You'll see some of my artwork, because I figure I'm keep telling people that I'm an artist, and now I can show them some of the work I've done. And of course, I may be showing a lot, but there's a whole lot more that I don't even know where it is.
Well, when can we start looking for that?
Well, actually, the show did play already once. I don't know what the rest of the schedule is, but it played Wednesday at 4 o'clock on Channel 21.
So, Jim, you know, you've mentioned a couple things here. You've mentioned public access, and you've mentioned art, and you've mentioned that the news media or the regular media don't cover things like they should. And there's a lot of producers here at Portland Cable Access that deal with the different issues that a lot of times the media doesn't cover. And there's a young lady named Courtney Scott who's done a program called Poison Skies that is dealing with something called chemtrails. A lot of folks don't even know what chemtrails are. And the program is going to be playing, I think it's already been playing a little bit now. This is the second one of 2 programs she's done on this issue. And we have a little 2-minute promo, and we'll play that little promo and then introduce the issue that she's going to be talking about. It's like I said, 2 minutes long, and then we'll come on back to the studio.
Far out groovy scene, man. That's like radically tubular.
States, no cause for alarm. The United States Environmental Protection Agency is not aware. The Environmental Protection Agency continues to profess to be unaware. Each of these are separate letters, of course. The Environmental Protection Agency is perpetually unaware.
And this is something that's happening daily in our lives. Daily. This is not an atom bomb that goes off once in the history of civilization. This is happening daily, so it's just very unreal. It has a very unreal quality to it.
It is not normal water vapor by any means. In fact, that's where this discussion leads, and that's where the claim develops, is that if it doesn't follow the physics, the laws, the chemistry, the observations of water vapor, then it's quite reasonable to make the claim that it's not water vapor. 5 out of 6 times that I have done these tests, which use methods of what's called electrostatic precipitation and or direct filtering by what's called a HEPA filter, a very fine filter. These tests are consistently showing the presence of biological components.
Including human blood.
Unfortunately, this is the case.
Okay, that date there, Channel 11, 7